What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel. It's Monday, May 29th, Memorial Day, and Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston Celtics, Miami Heat. This is gonna be a doozy. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman. We'll have updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. The big one, sign up at Stokastic. Banner at the top of the screen gives you the promo code. It is SCORE. Link in the description takes you right to where you need to be. 50% off. I can't even talk. Your first week of any Stokastic package. So if you just want to pick an individual sport, go for it. You get 50% off. If you want to take the platinum package, that's my recommendation because that gives you everything. NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA, MMA. I think I said MMA twice, but whatever. MMA is great as a DFS sport, so you should play that as much as you can. NASCAR, I'm playing that today. Rained out Coca-Cola 600. I know everything that's going on, but I know that you guys should sign up right now. No-brainer offer for you guys, 50% off. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Grant Williams, Derek White, Robert Williams, Caleb Martin, and Jaylen Brown on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Marcus Smart. He's 11K, projected for 34, 1% chance at MVP, 8% at star, 25% at pro, and 16 at utility. Marcus Smart is very interesting because of the increased minutes to the bench guys. Well, not even bench guys, but like the non-stars. So like Marcus Smart's going to go from a normal 34 to 36 minute projection. I went for 40 today in this closeout game. So you can kind of use him anywhere. And that's where ownership will play a big role. You can get the multiplier at star and pro. I think he's best at pro. I think people are going to want to go to him at utility. But the ability to move Smart up and down the lineup really changes how frequently owned he would be. I think you could find some value in Marcus Smart based on where the public is going to be. That's why you should sign up at Stokastic and check out our ownership projections. Right now, I love the idea of getting to Marcus Smart, and I like the fact that you can play him heavily in 3 separate spots. This is where it starts to get weird. Jayson Tatum's number 4. Now, he's 17,500, projected for 54. There's a 35% chance he's your MVP, 15% at star, which means 50-50 shot he's in the optimal. But we got to remember, Jayson Tatum's been projected for 42, 43, right now 44 minutes for this game. And he might play the whole game. It might be 48. You just can't project it like that. Everybody else is getting more minutes too, but those guys weren't projected for as many recently. So now it's a lot easier to roster everybody else and get away from someone like Tatum, or, we're going to talk about Butler. He's going to look good, but for a coin flip play on Tatum, if you don't go to him, I don't think it's crazy. You're probably not going to one of the 2 pay-up options. Doesn't make a ton of sense. Now, they might just go crazy, but you get guys like Marcus Smart now playing 40 minutes. The value becomes really tough to ignore. Like for this one, for example, Gabe Vincent, 9K, projected for 28, 2% at star, 14 at pro, 34 at utility, just edges out Jayson Tatum because at 9K, I also think Gabe Vincent is going to play 40 minutes. And if he's playing 40 minutes, he just becomes incredibly cost effective. And it takes so little for him to get into an optimal lineup. 19% usage, 14 points, 5 assists, 3.5 boards, stock and a half. He's going to play monstrous minutes. And his price tag just doesn't reflect the fact that he's going to be out there as much as he is. So in terms of just building an optimal lineup, it's easier to use Gabe Vincent than Jayson Tatum. I know that makes no sense. At number 2, we go to Jimmy Butler, priced down to 16,500. He had been 17K. Now this is a little bit different. 54.5, 40% at MVP, 15% at star, 2% at pro. So he edges out Tatum a little bit just because you can save that extra $1,000. I went 44 minutes here to Butler as well. That's the ceiling for me. Maybe you can go to 45 or 46, I guess, but you never know in these spots. 1.25 fantasy points per minute. Obviously, the Heat, big dogs after losing 3 straight games. Paying up for Jimmy Butler seems a little bit easier than paying for Jayson Tatum. I feel more comfortable going to Tatum, but you're kind of flipping a coin between these 2 guys. Finally, my number 1 contender is Bam Adebayo. He's 14K, projected for 46, 15% chance at the MVP, which I think is interesting, 31% at star, and then 10% at pro. Honestly, if Bam Adebayo is the optimal MVP, I think Miami wins this game. But you can use him anywhere that there's a multiplier. That's the best spot for him. I went 44 minutes. They want him out there for basically the whole game. It went really poorly in the 2 minutes that Cody Zeller played in game 6, and that might have been the difference. Now, he's a fantasy point per minute guy. He's trying to hold the entire defense together, so it's not like he's looking for himself offensively, but they're running out of bodies too. 20 points, 13 boards, 4 assists, and 2.5 stocks for Bam. If I'm looking at this entire slate on FanDuel today, Bam Adebayo should be the highest owned guy that you can get to. He fits a little bit easier. You save a little bit more salary. Instead of having like Jayson Tatum and Jimmy Butler, you drop one of those guys down to Bam. That savings brings you up at the bottom. Much more balanced lineup. Bam Adebayo is your number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Back again Thursday morning for Game 1 of the NBA Finals.